Hello everyone, I'm Lisa Ann Spencer. Welcome back to my YouTube channel if you have been here before, or welcome to anybody who's joining for the first time, particularly those who have come here for the end of the month garden collaboration. That's hosted by Victoria at Home Educating the Mad Lads and Maria at the Richardson Simple Living. They'll be linked below, as will all the other people and channels who are participating. So welcome again. You can see I'm sitting outside. I am in our new home in Georgetown, Indiana, USA. So I am starting from scratch with a garden this year, and right now I've got nothing done. What I do have, see, I've been out here working. You can hear my children, they're out here. Everybody's outside today working. It's a beautiful day. It's Good Friday. I do have some pots that I have hauled with me through 2 moves from Macon, Georgia to Brooks, Kentucky, and now to Indiana. So I'll show you those. And when we bought this place, it had some raspberry, rows of raspberries planted, black raspberries, in fact, at least I'm pretty sure. So I'll just give you a little tour around so you can see what's happening. I really need to be tilling, but I don't have a tiller. So my husband's been looking on like Marketplace and stuff. But if we don't find one soon, we'll have to go buy one new, or a tractor. He's also looking for a tractor because we have a pretty big space here. By the way, I don't have my microphone on. This was kind of impromptu. I realized what day it was and that I needed to get this done. So let me just turn you around and give you a tour of the place. Before I turn the camera around, I almost forgot that with each of these episodes of the gardening collaboration this year, we're going to answer a question. So the first question for this month is, how did you become interested in gardening? So I hardly can remember a time that I didn't garden. I lived next door to my mother's parents, and they always had a garden, and I stayed with my grandmother a lot and followed her around everywhere she went. So in doing so, I learned gardening from her. It was really neat because I saw a lot of the processes from start to finish. I would see her working in the soil in the spring and sowing seeds, and then weeding and composting and harvesting, and then preserving the harvest by canning and freezing. So I think mostly it was her who got me interested in gardening without even trying. You know, for her it was just a way of life. People from her generation grew up having to garden or else you wouldn't have food during the cold months. So I think about her all the time when I'm in the garden, and I think I am very much like her. So of course my parents also gardened. We moved a lot, so for them it was gardening when it was convenient. And then my dad's parents also gardened, and I lived with my aunt, my dad's sister, when I was in college, and she and I did some gardening together. We had a lot of really good memories of working in the garden together, and then of course harvesting lots of peas and butter beans and sitting inside the house and shelling peas and, you know, having good conversation and spending time together. So all those are memories that I cherish, and I just wanted to share that as this month's question of how I got interested in gardening. So let's turn the camera around and start our tour. All right, I just turned the camera around and I'm sitting right here at the corner of my barn in the shade, and I've got quite a few pots, you see. Let me stand up. I was taking a rest because I've been working hard. This is some winter density lettuces that I sowed in this big pot that was here. And then I've sown radishes, but our chickens keep coming out here and scratching my seeds out. So you see like, what, 3 or 4 there? I think some more will come up, but anyway, I've got various things planted through here. There's some mesclun lettuce in this pot. There's some spinach. I've been bringing my strawberries with me ever since, I think maybe Indiana or North Alabama, not sure, but that's my mother plants. You can see that there's a bloom there. This is my celery from last year. I've been harvesting on it. The chickens also have been getting in here and scratching it. Got a little bit of thyme that I'm looking for a place to plant. I think that's going to be a daisy there. There's some sage, some parsley. This is my old turmeric right here, which won't be up for a couple of months. And I don't even remember what's in some of these pots, to tell you the truth. There's my old citrus tree. And it was nice because during the winter I could just put my plants in my barn here, open up the overhead door to let some light come in during the day, and then on pretty days like today, just pull them all out here. There's just more variety of things, strawberries and I don't know what else, random things. Here's a nice little bundle of radishes. But let me take you in here. This is my barn, my personal barn. There's the man door. I have plans to insulate it and put paneling, paint the floor, and do the ceiling with corrugated tin, but all in the future. Got my lighting system here, but you see I've not even got anything started yet. But we do have baby chicks. Always fun. Chick, chick, chick. All right, so there's Serenity. Long time no see, Serenity.
It's been like a year.
It's been longer than that, I think. So we're working on our first little chicken area out here, which this is going to be the gate going in, and the gates are really wide because we're going to rotate and I will plant. This will actually be one of my gardens in the future. We're going to have 4, so let me just take you on through. The barn has a lean-to, and that's where the coop is going to be, inside there. You see they've got a door framed. This will be storage. That'll be nest boxes and such. And they have this one big run. And then we're going to have a gate back here on the back side. The wind is blowing. I'm not sure how that's, see, there's a post hole. Walk right through here. And then this will be a second paddock here. You can see old garden beds maybe. See that one way in the background? So there's actually 4 areas, and I'm just gonna cultivate those. Oh, here's the neighbor's land. It is gorgeous. It's rolling hills. But back here is raspberries and wild roses too. So there were 3 rows of raspberries, and they were very overgrown. They had not been tended to in many, many years. So I just came out here and weeded them, fertilized them. You can see this one here has really put out some growth. The other ones are moving really slowly. Let's see if I can get that to focus right there on that bud. Yeah, there we go. So we found a tag. Get it to focus, there we go. We found a tag that said black raspberries, and it told the name. Can't remember, but anyway, I'm real excited to see, you know, what these are gonna do, if anything. There was a row here, but nothing is left except for 2. One right there and one there. And then these multifloral roses are everywhere. So I have killed and cut out a lot of them. And then up here on the hill is yet another one. So this area right here where I'm walking, I'm gonna plant in blueberries. Don't know when that's gonna take place. Gus, my son, said he would invest, he would buy the plants if I would do the work of planting them. So I said yes to that deal. So here it was a row up here too of a couple more raspberries. But they get shaded pretty early in the day, and so I don't know. There are quite a few, so I may just leave them and see what happens. Let me give you a starts to go downhill from here, and not sure the soil is so great there, but I am going to randomly plant some fruit trees out here. And I was thinking I might like to get a couple of little lambs. Anyway, there's the house and the back side of the barn. And if you turn this way, you can see the big pole barn up on the hill. And none of this has anything to do with gardening, but the pasture land up here, we have 5 acres. About 2.5 to 3 of it is in pasture and a small pond. So we are going to pasture some animals up here. The pasture is in really bad shape, and it's going to have to be amended with lots of manure, fertilizer. The best way to do that is with animals, so we'll probably have to put up an electric fence. I want to go ahead and walk you out to the pond while I'm walking and talking. And by the way, why I get so out of breath, because it's uphill all the way. And again, it's beautiful up here. The sky is so big. You can come out here at night and stargaze. It's dark and lovely. So you see the pond is coming into view. And it is not holding water very well. So I've got a person from our local extension office coming by this next week. But it's really pretty. And the wildlife like it. There's tons of deer. Oh, there went a big turtle. I don't know if you saw that. But this was so overgrown. I have been coming out here a couple of days a week and sawing. I have cut down 12 of the wild Bradford pears. I hate those things. And the multifloral rose. There's one Bradford pear right over there still standing. That's coming down as soon as possible. All right, so I'm gonna put you on pause, and then I'll go show you just a few pretty flowers that were planted here, and say goodbye and catch up with you next time. All right, as I'm approaching the house again, I just got a glance of our forsythia forest. I did a video on that a couple of weeks ago. You can see that there. It is almost finished its bloom cycle, but it is gorgeous. And this tree, there's several trees on the property that I don't know what they are. I don't know if they're just ornamental or if they're going to be actually some fruit trees, which is what I'm really hoping for. But we did find some rhubarb. That's a northern thing. My southern friends won't understand it, but here it is right here. So that's nice. We'll be able to make a rhubarb pie, and yeah, and it's spreading over here, so I just need to get out here and weed around that and give it a boost. And then up here against the back fence is all going to be peonies. I am so excited. There's just tons and tons of them. They're one of my favorite flowers. They just smell good, they look good, they make a great cut flower. Just gobs and gobs of peonies, which I am super excited about. And then, of course, we've had lots and lots of daffodils blooming in several different colors. So let me just take you over here. Now look, do you see all this dirt? This is going to be one of my garden areas right here. So this is a trench to take power and water to my barn from the house. And so I have been, you see what a mess it is. And that's what we're out here doing today, is we have these great big piles of red clay everywhere. And let me show you. You see just chunky. And I'm trying to fill in the trenches and level out. I don't know if you can see, it's just a big hump. it's going to be time to mow soon, and all these pieces, they've got to go. So we've been scraping it flat, shoveling it out there, and then when I do till, I'll just till through it. But it looks a little better on the back side. And there's another one. So that's what we're trying to do today, at least I am. Here is some of the daffodils. They are so gorgeous. Let's see, focus. Here we go. Very beautiful. Ooh, got the wind-blown look. All right, well, I'm sure I could have done a much better job, but the end of the month was catching up with me really quickly. We've been super busy still with our move. We are settled, but I feel like we'll be more settled by next month. So be sure to come back next month at the end of April and check out and see if I can get anything accomplished out here. Surely I will have, and then I can maybe show you some more things. I've got several shrubs down there, and those will be in bloom by next month, and they'll be really pretty to look at. So be sure to go down below to the description box and check out our hostesses, of course, and then just click on the other channels. And not every channel will post a video every month, but you know, some of them are in colder areas and they can't even get started until next month. So just be sure to keep checking back. All right, well, happy gardening, and I'll see you next time.